The Nigerian Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress leaders have been demanding 250,000 naira from the federal government as minimum wage. After suspending the strike, which lasted for 2 days, following negotiations, they are awaiting the final verdict from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. However, organized private sector and federal government of Nigeria are offering 62,000 naira as the national minimum wage. My name is Eja Hannah, and I welcome you to another episode of Voxpop on the Nigerian Network. Come along with me as we ask people their opinion if the value of Naira should be increased or the NLC should continue pushing for increment of minimum wage.
Minimum wage or not minimum wage, the most important thing is that Nigerians are hungry. Our leaders don't care to know what we are passing through. Even the labor that are even fighting for the minimum wage, I think to me they are even selfish, because they are only pursuing it in their own interests, forgetting that the poor people are there in the market suffering. Tomato of 1,000 naira can make a pot of stew now, and not even talk of meat and fish. To me, they should look into poor people in Nigeria, what they are passing through. Accommodation is there, demolition of house, a lot of things. People are suffering, and people are indeed suffering. Our government should look into that.
25,000 is nothing to write home about. Looking at the terrain of this country and the economic situation of this country, you want to believe with me that 25,000 naira is nothing. In the sense that when you want to buy pepper now, just 4 pepper is 200 naira or thereabouts. So only pepper, you want to grind it. After grinding it, you buy fish. And if you cannot go for meat, you buy fish before you buy gari to do eba. So meaning that 5,000 naira is nothing. If the government can, I want to appeal to the government to have a very good look into this, have a rethink about this matter by increasing it a bit to a higher amount. Looking at the fact that the politicians are collecting huge amount of money, and meaning that they are doing just lesser work, and these civil servants are the ones doing the bulk of work, and they're supposed to be at the forefront of the people that are collecting a lot of money, so to say. But this is the situation we find ourselves in this country. Everything is on the high rise, and this as making it life difficult for people to deal with, and everybody's feeling the heat. Even if you are rich, you are feeling the heat. If you are poor, you are feeling the heat. So I'm coming from a line of thought, a school of thought that says that it's only God that can better the living of this country. Human cannot do it. I want to believe the government are doing their possible best, especially the president, that they want to better the life, because they too know that life is not easy for people. But it's only God. We want to pray that God should help us in this country, and when God intervenes, things will be better.
I think that's a misplaced priority, because to me it doesn't make any sense. I think government should be sensitive. The president and vice president should be sensitive, to the plight of the people. People are hungry. Things are getting more expensive on a daily basis. And there is someone who is actually, acquiring a property, or he just built a villa for $11.8 million. If you convert that to Naira, that would build a school, that would build hospitals, that would help the less privileged, and it will really go a long way. So my own opinion about that is that it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Concerning the minimum wage, we are still very hopeful that the government of the day, though is very young, will do something good, because actually the prices of things, goods and services, are really on the high side, very, very high, that a common man, even a salary earner, cannot get to buying things he or she wants to buy. So, but since discussion is still going on, we believe something good will come out of it. Because imagine going to the market now, the gari now, it's about 4,500. I went on Saturday to get a cup of gari. By the time they gave me price, that it has moved from 200 to about 1,002. I was so shocked. And then when you see your salary is still at where you were, how do you get these things? So we know the government of the day will do something. Shiwaju has been a very nice governor in Lagos State, and we also believe same he will take up there, so that at least we salary earners, we can be able to afford these things.
We all know that the way our economic condition or the way the economic system of Nigeria is running through now, like it's getting difficult every day by day. We are always expecting good, and it turns out to be something that will be affecting us. So the minimum wage, to be honest, minimum wage is now 62,000. And if you want to calculate the cost of things now, check how much is eggs. Check how much is tomatoes. In your area, you should confirm that. So if you're a civil servant and you are earning that amount, you know you won't be able to meet up. You can even work 35 years in government service, and there you still come out to be a farmer. You understand? So we want to use this medium to appeal out to the government to at least look into that matter, because Nigerian minimum wage is not really favoring the Nigerian citizen because of the high rate of things in the market.
The way something is going on, not about the NSC something, but about the price, the increment, the cost of food something in Nigeria. People are so hungry now, and everything is just going up every day. But I think we should have something like a price control on most of the commodities. So I think that is the best way, because it's not the issue of this salary increment that is this thing. Whether they increase something, it will still bring inflation. So if they say they want to do 250,000, most of the private sector, they can't afford it, except the government. Like I am now, I'm going to say something. You now expect me to be paying my secretary 250 or 300,000? I don't have it. But me too, as an entrepreneur, I deal with commission. So there is no way we can do that. We have to put control on this thing, the commodities, the price of this thing, all these foodstuffs, and that's the best thing.
The way the currency is, really devaluing is so alarming, and we are hearing different ministers using billions of naira for just cocktails. Why don't you, split that billions of naira to the poor masses who are sweating every day? And you see a lot of pensioners dying every day, all simply because they've worked for the government and they are not collecting their pension in due time. All these things are wickedness. And I believe if we can, let our naira survive in the trade market there, the minimum wage wouldn't be a thing of a concern that much, because the money will be enough for them to spend. But in as much as there is inflation of everything in the market, and you are just saying the minimum wage is costly, and you are not regulating the things in the market for the poor masses, then it means the minimum wage is not going to do anything. I support that strike, because the suffering of Nigerians is enough, and we must stop it. It is not about changing the Nigerian anthem. It's about doing the right thing in your secret place. And you need to get that fast straight into your mind, because everybody must be treated equal in this country. Enough is enough. Thank you.
For more on well-researched and balanced stories, events and interviews across business, tech innovation and lifestyle, please like, share and subscribe to this channel, www.youtube.com/digivationnetwork.